episode 36 of the W.I.L.L.I.W show, which stands for Wrestling is Life, Life is Wrestling, and I'm so excited today because I'm going to talk about tag teams in Ontario. Now, there's a lot of promotions that have tag team champions, but there's not that many true, what I consider legit tag teams, because a lot of them are just singles wrestlers thrown together and they're the champs. I'm talking about the guys that act and look the part of a tag team. We don't have quite that many of those out there right now. And I just love tag team wrestling. It's got such a different dynamic. The referee is incorporated way more in the matches. You can see a lot of different double team moves, and you can tell such a different story. So I wanted to talk about the tag teams that are who I consider real tag teams. Now, how could I talk about tag teams if I didn't start off with the Dirty Vets? To me, they are the epitome of what a tag team is. They've been making the rounds together for a couple of years now. I mean, they've been wrestling against each other and with each other for 15 plus years at least, if not 20. And they look the similar style. They look the same. They have a similar style. And they just, when you say Dirty Vets, that they totally look like Dirty Vets. Like, that's so great. So I have a lot of love for them. Also, I've heard some great things about the Super Smash Brothers. If not one of the best tag teams in Canada, then probably the world. And I would like to see them start getting booked on more promotions, because I've heard that they've had some really great matches. And the tag team that's probably on fire the most right now would be the Fraternity. For a while there, they were only sticking to one or two promotions, and now I notice they're starting to get booked on a lot more, which is great. They have a great tag team idea, and they pull it off so well, and it's really like now. It's in the now. It's 2017, and it just fits with the times, and it's such a great idea, and they do it well, and they've been picking up such a lot of steam. Another tag team I have a lot of love for is Fight or Flight. They remind me of like an old rocker style, like some quick, fast-paced moves. They wrestle similar styles as well, and they've been taking their team to so many different promotions. I like to see them stick together and really make a run of it in the States. So I have a lot of love for them. Now, if you want to talk, they're not wrestling the Flatliners, okay? If they haven't been wrestling that many tag team matches as of late, but if you think of tag team wrestling in the last 10 years in Ontario, they have got to be probably the number one team. They've had so many great matches. They've had so many great appearances in some of the bigger companies. They have so many great tag team moves. They look like a tag team, and I would love to see them make another go of it. Like, we need some real good heel tag teams, because then even if they're not going for the tag team champions, they can wrestle the two biggest faces in every promotion and have some really fantastic matches. Like, me and W.I.L.L.I.W were talking, and then I broke my ankle, but now it's almost 100% about being a tag team and trying to make the rounds together, because we felt as singles guys you don't get booked as much, but as a tag team it's just different, and people are looking for that kind of stuff, and we thought that our chemistry would be so good, how I'm so energetic and I'm pumped up, and he's just such a character himself. So that got me thinking, like, there should be more people that go together and make teams. Like, why not? Especially if you're going to make a run of it in the States. One, you have a travel partner. Two, you can take turns driving and whatnot. So it's just such a great idea. Get some matching gear. Get some promo pics. Send them out to people. I know there's a lot of promotions that don't want to pay a lot of tag teams, because then it's paying 4 guys. But almost every card has at least one tag team match on it. Now, there's a lot of tag teams that I don't know if you consider them tag teams anymore. Like, they're not doing it the way they were. Like Monster Mafia, when they were together, they were on fire. Like, a lot of Ring of Honor matches and a lot of matches in the States for big promotions, and I felt like they were like at the top of their game. But I've noticed that they haven't been tagging lately. I think they're doing one upcoming show. And then, of course, there was the Piss Beaters, which I noticed Jake O'Reilly has been wrestling singles, which I'm really happy with that, but I also am sad because the Piss Beaters were such a great team. There's so many guys that were like the Overdogs. They were a great team, but I've noticed they've been doing singles now. I would like to see more of these teams come back, or if not, some new ones created. Like, I know Big and Dirty, Rex Atkins, and the other guy, I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but they're going to be doing a tag team. I'm really excited to see that. I miss some of the old tag teams, like the Hollywood Hunks and Canadian Extreme, and the Highlanders, and JQ Public, and Reggie Marley, and the Texas Hellraisers. There's some other ones I didn't talk about, like the Barbarians. They've been doing a lot of shows in Ontario. They really look like a tag team. Like, that's what you want. I know MVP and Rahim Ali have been friends and enemies off and on for many years, and I know they're tag team champions up in Ottawa, and I would like to see them try to branch out. They're a great team. We need more teams. People, get together with someone that you have trust in, someone that is that you have respect for, someone that has something similar as you, or if not, sometimes the odd pairings are the best pairings, and they can be funny dynamics. But let's see more tag team wrestling. I really miss when the tag team scene was on fire, and I think people will have a better go of trying to get booked in the States and the bigger promotions if they were a tag team. So many ones that I have love for over the years, and I just want to touch about it. I'm sure I forgot some, but like I said earlier, I'm not trying to talk about the ones that are just thrown together for a couple shows. I'm talking about the ones that look and act the part and go to different promotions and get booked like that. And tell me the ones that you love. Tell me the ones that I forgot. Because remember, on the W.I.L.L.I.W show, you got a like or you get a leg drop. Comment, especially comment, or you get a clothesline. Because I want to be educated. Things I don't know about, I don't talk about. But I want to know about all this stuff. There's only so many hours in the day. And don't forget, subscribe or you get a suplex. This has been episode 36 of the W.I.L.L.I.W show, which stands for Wrestling is Life. Life is Wrestling. I'm your host, Elian Habanero. I love wrestling. Cuba!